Welcome to this tutorial on the chi-square test of independence. In the world of statistics, understanding how different categories relate to each other is crucial. Today, we are going to explore how to test for associations between two categorical variables. This is a fundamental tool for data analysis. So, what exactly is this test? The chi-square test of independence is a statistical method used to determine if there is a significant relationship between two categorical variables. Essentially, we are asking the question, does knowing a piece of information about one variable help us predict the other, or are they completely unrelated? Before we dive deeper, let's clarify what we mean by categorical variables. These are variables that describe groups or labels rather than numbers. Think of things like gender, eye color, or your favorite brand of soda. We are not measuring height or weight here. We are counting how many items fall into specific buckets or categories. To visualize this data, we use something called a contingency table or a cross-tabulation. This table organizes our counts into rows and columns. In this example, we are looking at where people live versus what pet they prefer. The intersection of a row and a column tells us how many people fall into both categories simultaneously. Every statistical test starts with hypotheses. For the chi-square test, our null hypothesis, H0, is always that the variables are independent, meaning there is no relationship. Our alternative hypothesis, HA, is that the variables are dependent, meaning a significant association exists between them. We assume the null is true until the data proves otherwise. The logic of the test is based on comparing two things, observed frequencies and expected frequencies. Observed is what we actually counted in our survey. Expected is what we calculated should happen if there was absolutely no relationship between the variables. If the observed and expected numbers are very different, it suggests that a relationship might exist. How do we get those expected numbers? We use a simple formula for each cell in our table. We multiply the row total by the column total and then divide by the grand total. This mathematically distributes the total count across the cells as if everything were perfectly random and independent. Now we put it all together using the chi-square formula. The symbol looks like an X, but it is the Greek letter chi. We take the observed count, subtract the expected count, square that difference, and divide by the expected count. We do this for every single cell in the table and sum them all up to get our final test statistic. To interpret our test statistic, we need the degrees of freedom, calculated as rows minus 1 multiplied by columns minus 1. This determines the shape of the chi-square distribution curve. We look to see if our calculated value falls into the rejection region on the far right tail. If it does, our result is statistically significant. Finally, we make a decision. If our calculated chi-square value is greater than the critical value, or if our p-value is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis. This means we have evidence of a relationship. If the value is lower, we fail to reject the null, meaning we don't have enough evidence to say the variables are related.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.